Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right, let's do it. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Yo, man.
Quite the summit yesterday at the White House.
Oh, yeah. Big meeting, big time meeting.
Trump thinks he's getting into heaven?
Well, so President Trump, he called into Fox and Friends this morning, giving a little debrief of the big meeting with European leaders that he held yesterday, including the president of Ukraine. And it did sound like everybody was kind of on board with a potential way forward. The only question is, what does Putin do? How does Putin respond? Because for the first time that I can recall, it seems like every European leader there was acknowledging that Ukraine's going to have to make some serious concessions when it comes to the land that they will get back.
Yes.
Which
There's
is
another narrative out there, David, that I'll share in a second, because I don't want to kill your buzz this early in the show.
All right. Well, all right. So, on Fox and Friends, he talked about how he wants the Russia-Ukraine talks to speed up and get this thing over with.
Yeah.
They're losing, think of it, 5,000 to 7,000 a week. So even these guys, they'll say, okay, let's meet next week. I say, you can't meet next week. Next week, you're going to have 7,000 more dead people. You can't do that. You got to get this thing done. One of the things at the table was one of the gentlemen, who's a great guy, but he said, I hope I didn't insult him. He said, well, let's meet in another month or two, and let's see if we can start, making some. I said, a month or two? You're going to have another 40,000 people dead in a month or two. You have to do it tonight. If I can save 7,000 people a week from being killed, I think that's a pretty. I want to try and get to heaven if possible. I'm hearing I'm not doing well. I hear I'm really at the bottom of the totem pole. But if I can get to heaven, this will be one of the reasons.
Somebody explain us not how it works. But I like the sentiment.
Well, you can pad your resume that way anyway.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. The narrative, I'm sorry, I'm just going to come in with it.
No, do it, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you've heard this, David.
The war in Ukraine. President Trump pushing for a face-to-face meeting between Ukraine's President Zelensky and Russia's Vladimir Putin. After a day of high-stakes talks at the White House, where European leaders pushed President Trump to put more pressure on Putin.
That's the narrative. These European leaders, they're there to push him. And, there was talk of a ceasefire, but then after the meeting with Putin, Trump backed off of it. See, and that's just bad news.
Pushing for a ceasefire until he met with Putin in Alaska. The Russian leaders said no. And then Trump suddenly argued it was no longer necessary. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz disagreeing.
I can't imagine that the next meeting would take place without a ceasefire. So let's work on that, and let's try to put pressure on Russia.
French President Emmanuel Macron, too.
Idea to ask for a truce or a ceasefire, at least to stop the killings, as we discussed, is a necessity. And we all support this idea.
After meeting behind closed doors.
It goes from there. Yeah. Okay. The one thing they didn't talk about at all was what the foreign leaders said. Like a lot of them. Giorgia Meloni, the Italian Prime Minister, the NATO Secretary General, Mark Rutte, the President of Finland, Alexander Stubb. Good Morning America didn't have any of this.
I think it is an important day, a new phase, after 3 years and a half that we didn't see any kind of sign from the Russian side that there was a willing for dialogue. So something is changing, something has changed, thanks to you.
I really want to thank you, President of the United States, dear Donald, for the fact that you, as I said before, broke the deadlock, basically with President Putin by starting that dialogue.
I think in the past 2 weeks we've probably had more progress in ending this war than we have in the past 3.5 years.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, is anybody saying that in synchronized media?
I saw one person making that point. There may be others, but it was surprising to me. Michael McFaul, who was Obama's ambassador to Russia, who is very critical of Donald Trump, hates Donald Trump, but was saying, you know what, getting all these leaders together, whoever was able to arrange that, that's genius.
Yes. Give him at least credit for that, even if nothing comes of it.
Great going, Don.
Yeah. Yes. But some people, they can't do it. They're actually rooting against it.
Yes, they are.
I heard a stat today that really is disturbing, that over 1 million Russians have been killed.
It's hard to know exact numbers,
Over
but I've
1
heard that
million?
thrown that out there before. Don't know if that's accurate. But
Several 100,000 on the Ukrainian side.
Yes.
I mean, it's remarkable.
Oh, yeah.
Death that's been attached to this thing.
And it's nothing new in Russian military terms.
No.
I mean, what was it in World War II? Somewhere upwards of is it 15 to 20% of Russian men died during World War II, either in battle or as a result of the war, of the blockade, and all of that. So, I mean, just the numbers that Russia has been willing to put up in warfare are staggering.
It's a slaughterhouse.
Oh, and they're not going to stop.
No, I commend the president for doing what he did, bringing these people together, trying to reach some sort of agreement. Maybe I'm just Debbie Downer here, but I don't see it happening. I don't see Putin giving an inch.
Well, I think you're going to have to see, all right, what are they actually talking about? What percentage of territory in this, what will happen?
Yeah, what a bloodthirsty, evil, this guy.
Well, yeah.
He's walking Satan, man. he is.
Well, that's nothing new.
When I heard those numbers, though, I'm like, my God, man. You're sending all those people off to die.
Oh, yeah. Marco Rubio was talking about the timeline. Like, here we are. What's going to happen next and what, can happen?
The president suggested that Zelensky and Putin meet. So we're working on that now to try to set that up for them to meet somewhere, which, again, would be unprecedented. And then if that goes well, hopefully the next meeting will be a meeting between Presidents Putin, Trump, and Zelensky, where we hope to finalize a deal. We're not there yet, but that's what we're aiming towards. And that's one of the things that was discussed today, is how to get to that point. But just the fact that Putin is saying, sure, I'll meet with Zelensky, that's a big deal. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to leave that room best friends. I'm not saying they're going to leave that room with a peace deal. But I think the fact that people are now talking to each other, this wasn't happening for 3.5 years. This was a stalemated war of death and destruction. And let me tell you something. This president hates war. And he hates it. He thinks it's a waste of money and a waste of lives. And he has made it a priority, President Trump has, to bring about peace. If he sees an opportunity to step in and broker a peace, he wants to do it. He's been successful already 6 times in 6 months in achieving that. And he wants to achieve it with Ukraine and Russia as well.
I mean, we were watching that unfold yesterday at the White House. You're like, is there another leader that could make this happen? I don't know that there is. So as you're hearing, dude from Germany and the other places, well, the ceasefire. Listen, you haven't gotten crap done, okay?
No.
You just take a back seat here for a second. Let's see how these negotiations work out.
I think a lot of these countries, too, come in fearing that Dad's going to take his belt off on them.
Well, yes.
If they don't participate in this stuff.
Well, that's why they're paying. That was something else Rubio talked about.
Yes.
This is different. Before, under Biden, it's as much time as it takes and as many weapons. We'll give you, all we got, basically. Mm-hmm. And now NATO is paying for that from us, which is the way it should be. And it's 5%, not 2%. And all that, is really good. You're not going to get it from synchronized media.
No.
That's a good thing. And then Harry Enton, he's the stats guy, CNN, talking about Ukrainians wanting this war to end. It's changed a lot.
The idea that they do want to negotiate an end to this war as soon as possible, that has now gone through the roof. Again, we're talking about 69%, which is such a big difference from where we were at the beginning of the war when it was just 22.
Yeah.
Well, they're tired of the death and destruction.
Sure.
Well,
they're worn out.
Yeah, even if you're not in the direct line of fire of Russian missiles, there's only so many male family members you can watch go out into the meat grinder.
Yes.
Until you're like, okay, but are we making any progress here?
Is it winnable?
Yeah.
What is it for? Yeah. And as far as our media, one other thing that just drives me bananas. This narrative still, Trump, it seems like he's just Putin's boy. Blah, blah, blah. Think about what happened, okay? Crimea. That happened under Obama. Mm-hmm. We all watched it happen in 2014. Well, we don't want to get in that way. And then Biden, don't, Vladimir. And he's like, Biden, give me a break. Yeah, I'm going to invade. And there you go. So it's not like any of your presidents that you prop up there have done any better.
No.
This is as close as we have been to a peace deal. So let's just see how it plays out. You've got fake Trump?
I do, yeah.
What's fake Trump?
I think this is very funny. Someone put this clip together. It is fake Trump providing commentary as the Prime Minister of the UK, the President of France, the Prime Minister of Italy, and the head of the European Union walk into the White House. You know, they had the cameras on and they're going out one by one. So that's in order. Again, the Prime Minister of the UK, President of France, Prime Minister of Italy, and the head of the European Union.
So fake Trump.
Yes.
Okay, I love these.
These Europeans all look like accountants. Yes, sir. I come to do your taxes. Okay, thank you, sir. The British Prime Minister, they say this guy is gay. I don't know if that's true or not. I just think he's a dork. Hey, this guy is definitely gay, and his wife is a man, and she beats him. Well, poor guy. Georgia Maloney. I love her. I told her and Elon that if they ever have a kid, they better name him Eloni Maloney. Ursula. I like that she calls me daddy. They all should when you think about it. Good day. I come to see my American daddy.
That's AI done well there.
Oh, man.
That's pretty good. We got to get to the Texas Democrats. What was that 2 weeks for? What'd they get in the end? Unbelievable. And the 5 stories we're watching today, straight ahead.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding thin and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. You know what it's time for? Yeah, the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, number 5. The failing New York Times is reporting now that CBS pushed for a settlement with Trump's lawsuit over the 60 Minutes stuff because, well, they saw the raw footage and the internal comms would do more damage than a settlement.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of self-evident.
Yep.
So this included, by the way, footage from a 2023 interview on 60 Minutes with Joe Biden, where Biden apparently had to be repeatedly prodded to answer questions. The interviewer, Scott Pelley, if you recall, opened up the segment by claiming Biden has a stutter.
God, I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yep.
Yes. And I'm yelling at the TV. What?
And and number 4, the Department of Justice will begin handing over documents regarding Jeffrey Epstein to Congress by the end of the week, which is in line with a subpoena that had been issued. Number 3, a new...
It's going to be bombshells, too, man. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Of course not.
No.
Number 3, a new survey from Insider Advantage, which is usually a pretty reliable poll, shows that Trump's approval rating increased after his summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin, giving him majority approval in all age demographics except those over the age of 65.
Why would that be?
Because the liberal boomers are brainwashed by MSNBC. I'm sorry, MS Now.
Yes, it's basically the only people that still rely on CBS, NBC, ABC, CNN, MS yesterday, whatever it is. And that's who they trust.
I saw a piece the other day that wants to separate the boomers out of this. Guys like me, for instance, that are on the tail end of the boomer thing.
Well,
Generation Jones from 1954 to 1965. If you were born there, you want no part of this boomer thing.
Generation Jones?
Yeah, that's what they called it. Who knows, dude? Whether this is probably won't stick, but I've always thought there's such a huge difference between 1947 and 1965.
Do you want me to start calling you the sexy Joneser?
Well, Jones,
because that's not happening.
How about jonesing for my sexy boomer?
Well, I mean, I'll just say, as I've said before, Scott, welcome to my world as a millennial.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of us millennials who are like, don't lump us in with those
freaks. I know exactly. But what do I have in common with somebody from 1947? Not a lot.
Okay. All I know is a Gen Xer. It's up to us to save everything.
Yeah, you poor people.
We got Trump elected. I'm just saying.
Well,
when you look at the demographics.
Oh, I don't disagree with you.
Also, a weird spat, speaking of Gen X, between Kid Rock and Gavin Newsom, where Gavin Newsom keeps putting out AI images of Kid Rock, like, loving him. Like, one of them was, I want you. It was, he's dressed up like Uncle Sam pointing at the camera. I want you to vote for Gavin Newsom. And it just makes no sense. I don't know what he's trying to do here. It just is dumb. But Kid Rock responded, and he said the only support or something like that I'll be giving to him is D's nuts.
Yes.
This guy told me that first thing this morning.
Really great. New scum, he called him, too. Yeah, which is fun.
Yeah. All right. Number 2, President Trump says he wants Zelensky and Putin to meet first, and then he'll come in and close the deal. Says these guys got to hammer something out. They have to have a talk. Putin said, hey, we can meet in Moscow. And everybody said, no. That's never going to happen.
Mm-mm.
And number 1, the state of Oregon is refusing to share voter data with the federal government. This comes after the state admitted it illegally registered more than 1,000 voters without proof of citizenship.
Holy mackerel!
Yeah.
Not surprised. Jesus, insane. You love that clip, Scott.
I do.
Holy mackerel.
Bob Uecker to bring it home.
That's Trump, actually.
That's Trump?
Holy mackerel!
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was Trump.
Yes.
It's only Bob Uecker to me. I thought it was funnier.
All these years you thought that was Bob Uecker?
I thought it was funnier with Bob Uecker, yeah.
Oh, man. I forget. That was a rally.
Yeah.
That was like 2016,
I
right?
don't even remember what it was about.
Yeah.
Wow, that
said
didn't
something
sound
all
like
of a sudden. Holy mackerel. Just hilarious. Did you hear what Peter's complaining about now? Mario Kart.
Why?
The new Mario Kart World cow.
Does it hit an animal?
Well, the cow has a nose ring.
Yeah. So?
Well, there's uses for that.
Well, yeah.
You know, weaning young cattle to discourage suckling.
Yes.
You control the cows, usually bulls. But PETA says they can be painful to insert and inflict even more pain and discomfort if it's used to control the animals.
Oh, wow. You know what, though? Legit, I thought it was because the people in PETA said, hey, that's making fun of women in PETA. Cows.
The nose ring?
rings. Yeah. I actually thought that's where they were going with it.
You know, it's animated. Is PETA pretty much done now? If this is the big gripe right now, kooks, my goodness, this is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show.
Well, they've got those black and white tattoos on cows, too. That really hurts when they put on. Yeah.
Sad.
God, these people. No, people hate these. They just really. They're so ridiculous.
They hurt the cause more than help
I know,
it.
and you could
I don't
help
think they
the
realize
cause,
it.
but you don't because you're crazy.
All right. Biggest story today, David?
Biggest story of the day is it looks like there's hopefully, some progress being made between Russia and Ukraine, and President Trump may just be the only guy who could pull it off.
Well, I heard on ABC for the people in Ukraine, it's no end in sight, and it's not a lot of hope.
Talk to Zelensky about that, honestly.
I know, man. I know. Yeah, but we'll get more into that. And capitalism is to blame for lack of jobs? Try to get to that. What's your story coming up? The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. Thank you very much for being here. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial. Sexy Joneser? No, it's the Sexy Boomer, Scott Robbins.
Howdy.
Okay. All right. So as far as Russia, Ukraine, maybe something's going to happen. Maybe it's not.
Yeah. You never know.
But we're in a better position than we were 2 weeks ago.
Well, the dialogue is happening.
Yeah.
At least there's talk, and I know there are people who will say, well, Vladimir Putin has lied before. Of course. I mean, the guy's an old KGB guy. I mean, yeah, he lies.
Mm-hmm.
It's what he does. But hey, if there is some level of communication that is happening, I think that's a good thing.
Well, the thing is, if Putin doesn't follow through, okay, now everyone knows.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody tried.
Yeah.
And then there should really be an all-out effort to make it hurt for Russia.
Yeah.
I brought that up yesterday as far as the energy part.
Yeah.
I don't think Ted Cruz was listening to the show. I can't be the first person that said that. I hadn't even really thought it out as we were talking about it yesterday. I'm like, I've read so many times that you've got all these countries still buying their oil from Russia. What are we doing? And Ted Cruz echoed that on Fox last night. Listen.
When it comes to energy, I think the resolution of this war needs to be Ukraine and Europe relying on American energy, signing agreements to bring in American energy and not buying oil and gas from Russia. That would be a major America First victory. I'm hopeful that's where these negotiations will end up.
Yeah. This is common sense to me.
You got a cabinet appointment waiting for you, sir.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz wants to bring you into the fold.
Well, they better have immaculate studios like this or I'm not going. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
So I'm used to something.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Something doesn't work, you're going to walk right out.
You better believe that.
It only kind of still smells like old Milwaukee.
That's right. So Trump was talking about this, saying, yeah, maybe they're never going to be best friends.
Yeah, hopefully. He was asked on Fox and Friends this morning what surprised him the most about his meetings with Russian and Ukrainian leadership.
Okay.
Well, I think the fact that maybe they're getting along a little bit better than I thought. Otherwise, I wouldn't have set up the 2 meeting. I would have set up a 3, a trilat. But I think they're doing a little bit better. There's been tremendous bad blood. And again, this was all worked out by an administration that didn't have a clue. And if you remember, they said, well, if you made a minor incursion, that would be okay. That was the end.
Yeah.
The whole thing when Biden made that statement. But minor incursion, what does that mean? So I think they're doing okay. I wouldn't say they are ever going to be best friends, but they're doing okay. And we're just going to see.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, other news out there. The Texas Democrats got nothing accomplished.
Nothing accomplished. Well, they fundraised off of gullible liberal boomers. Yes, that's all they did. So the Democrats have returned to the state after they fled to avoid passing a new congressional map, which potentially would give Texas 5 new Republican representatives. Governor Greg Abbott did the early victory lap.
Okay.
Most of Americans were unaware how these blue states had gerrymandered their states so much. It's so ironic that these Texas Democrat House members went to Illinois, which is one of the most gerrymandered states in the entire country.
Yep.
And when you look at California, Illinois, Massachusetts, New York, they've squeezed out all Republicans they can possibly squeeze out. What Texas is doing, we're just drawing fair maps as allowed by law, and it will ensure that at least 5 more members of Republicans will be serving in the United States Congress. Let me add to what you showed on the agenda earlier, because the Democrats did return to the Texas Capitol, to the state of Texas this morning, and then hours later, the House committee already passed those maps out, and those congressional maps are going to pass out on the House floor on Wednesday. They've already passed out of the Senate. They will become law probably by the end of this week.
Yeah. It was funny. We don't have to get into it, but it was freaking Good Morning America, trying to make this one Democrat a hero.
Oh, is it the one that what's her name, Collier?
Yeah, staying there overnight.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
God.
she didn't want DPS state troopers to be monitoring her.
Yes.
Because she was one of the Democrats who fled the state, and they said, well, if you leave the Capitol, you're going to have an escort.
Yeah. That's right.
And she said, no.
John Carl was on that.
House Democrats returned to the state capitol on Monday after a 2-week walkout.
We know. Get to it.
This morning, Texas Democratic lawmaker Nicole Collier is waking up locked inside the state capitol.
Oh, for God's
She's been there since Monday afternoon because she refused to sign a permission slip for a law enforcement escort home.
As you can see, it's empty in here.
Just outside those locked doors are crowds chanting, "Let her out."
Yes, and they're paid to be there, I'm guessing.
Collier
John
was one
Carl.
of more than 50 Texas Democrats who left the state for 2 weeks.
And then it goes on from there. But then
Let her out.
Yes, they've locked her in there.
well,
it's a free country.
She could have gone out. Anyway,
I understand.
Yeah, it's like getting locked in a store. Too bad. You got to wait for them to reopen.
In the end, they may have raised some money. It's, to me, not worth it. It's just another hit.
Yeah.
As far as independents looking at that party.
Well, it's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
You knew nothing was going to be accomplished. And they look like children again.
Yeah.
Something doesn't go their way. They play stompy foot. They whine and moan. It's not fair. And get nothing done. And it takes people's time and attention. I mean, dude, we talked about it how many times over the last 2 weeks? And in the back of my mind, I'm like, this is a waste of freaking time with these people. It always is. We will never get the out of here.
Yep.
Freaking losers. All right, we got to move on. It's been enough time.
Let her out.
We do this a couple of times a day. We go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, today, what's your story?
This is a video that's making the rounds, and it's a young woman who is underwater in student debt, can't find a job, and part of me, through the first maybe, quarter of it, I felt bad for her because, like a lot of college grads, they were promised something that wasn't real. And then as she goes on, I feel less and less sorry for her, and I think you'll be able to know why.
Okay. She's a PhD in what?
She says it in the clip.
Okay,
I don't
all right.
remember exactly what.
Okay.
Getting crushed by capitalism is like so cringe, but
I'm already cringed.
it's like it's happening to me. And like I got a PhD from Berkeley and like
In what?
I can't get a job to save my life. Like I got a soil biology PhD and like now I'm a tutor and a babysitter and a dog sitter. And like part of that is because like I don't.
So you're a doctor and you don't know to say like all the time? And okay.
Like part of that is because like I don't want to like move to some random place in the middle of nowhere. But like the other half is like they
Hold on a
funding for
second.
science.
There are a lot of people that get out of school. That's part of the deal.
Yes. I did
relocate.
Yeah. I relocated to a small town in northeast Missouri.
Yeah.
Because that's where the job was. And, soil biologist? You might have to live in rural America if you're going to make a living with that.
Yeah. Pretty tough in the concrete jungle.
Well, when you decide to be a soil biologist, don't you look at the landscape and go, well, this is where the jobs are?
Yeah, like, what do I want to do with this for a living?
What can I do with it? Where can I go? Yes. God.
All right, go on.
The other half is like they cut all the funding for science and like the biotech market is just like absolutely cratered and like.
Dude, if she says like again,
Oh, yeah, zap.
Oh, my gosh.
I have long COVID, so it's difficult for me to work like a full-time job and just like. I got on here to rant a little bit, but like, oh my God, like, what do we do? I just have to work.
I'm stunned right now.
I being crushed by capitalism because I don't want to relocate for a job, and I have long COVID and I can't work full time, but I still want full time benefits and employment. I'm a
David, you missed saying like 7 times during that.
I'm like a soil biologist.
Well,
that's somebody's daughter. It's somebody's niece, and yeah, there's that part where you probably thought it was going to be different than that.
Well, when you're walking the dog and you wipe their paws off before they go in the house, there's soil on the paws. You can study that. God. What do you want me to do?
What do you got for what's your story, Scotty?
We talked a little bit about this yesterday. Let's kind of flesh it out today. But all 32 teams in the NFL again this year are going to be forced to stencil in a social justice message in the end zones.
Yes.
Empty platitude, sure. But they get to choose. I didn't know this. They get to choose between end racism, stop hate, choose love, inspire change, or it takes all of us. Strangely, end domestic violence wasn't one of the things that could be stenciled into the end zone in the NFL.
What?
That's a sore
Seems
subject.
like a wasted opportunity, doesn't it, huh? Now, do you guys think the NFL hates you?
Yes, but it's a better product than baseball.
I knew there'd be some Weasley thing you would say here.
I mean, it's a lot of just absolute nonsense with that. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I mean, hockey for a while it was inexplicable when they were trying to do the pride jerseys and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on? And until you understood like the big picture with, all the scoring that all of these different companies or businesses get, the ESG scores, you're like, why are they doing this with their customer base? Don't they know who it is? Yeah, it's like, this doesn't make any sense.
The NFL the same way. I mean, same.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they pander like crazy. Okay, for my story, I think this is actually uplifting and something cool. Did you guys hear about Pete and Bobby's challenge?
Yeah, I did hear about this. Yeah.
Pete Hegseth and Bobby Kennedy Jr., they're at Pentagon yesterday, the gym. Roll it.
All right, here we are in the bowels of the Pentagon for the Pete and Bobby Challenge. I think this was your idea, so I blame you. But it's all about Make America Healthy again. We're going to be fit, not fat. We want recruits that are ready to go and challenge. Yeah. What are we doing today, Bobby?
Well, Pete and I are going to do our part and encourage American youth to do this challenge. And the challenge is to do 100 push-ups and 50 pull-ups in any order you want in under 10 minutes.
So under 10 minutes.
Oh, buddy.
What they're looking for their people there under 5.
Wow.
But under 10 minutes. Right?
Well, how'd it go?
I'll play you some of this then.
You can do better, Ranger Tom! Let's go! Make your country proud!
Yeah, that was pretty cool. He's like yelling, come on! And then
you did the challenge in what time?
3:56.
3:56.
She did
3
it.
minutes and 24 seconds. Gunnery Sergeant Prince. Gunnery Sergeant High. 243. 243.
We want to send out a challenge to Sean Duffy.
I'm going to throw it on the military side a little bit, too. Let's challenge the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Raising Cane. And then my friend on TV, Will Kane. How about the Pete and Bobby Challenge? 100 push-ups, 50 pull-ups, but we hope Americans will take this challenge and you'll pass it along so that we're ready to be fit the way we need to be healthy, and to have a healthy fighting force. Go get it.
Let's make America healthy.
There you go.
This brought to you by Monjero.
My son-in-law are going to do this.
You guys are?
Yeah, he'll make it easy. Easy.
Are you going to film it? Because I'm going to see it.
I mean, I guess we could.
Oh, yeah, it'd be great.
The one thing that this is what we're going to look into, and I'm not saying that RFK Jr. is not in great shape. He is. Look at him. When you're doing the push-ups, notice he doesn't go like all the way down.
No, he does. He shorts them big time.
Yes, and it's the same way with the pull-ups. So if that's in play, that I don't know, because as they were showing this in the video, and you can look this up, it's all over online. That's the way RFK Jr. is doing it, and he did it in 5 minutes and 48 seconds. In jeans, by the way. So I'm like, what is a regulation pull-up? We're trying to make sure that we know that before we start our regulation.
If I do it with you, I want a stool.
I was going to say, like, if I could round down and don't have to get the chin all the way to the bar, then I could probably do the challenge in under 10 minutes.
I think that it's not the getting the chin to the bar; it's how far do you go back down.
Oh, gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? Like, they're not letting their go all the way stretch armed. Oh. They're like going halfway and then chin back up. Okay. So we'll see. Okay. Oh man, I got a clip from local DC news. You got to hear, and Nimrod's the news coming up.
Pure opportunity. It's what Michigan is all about. The opportunity to do more. The opportunity to connect with the best talent. The opportunity for people of all backgrounds to grow and expand their business. The opportunity to live and work in a state where paychecks go further. The opportunity is now, and it's right here in Michigan. Visit MichiganBusiness.org to discover all the ways the Michigan Economic Development Corporation can help your business thrive.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Okay, Prize Picks. You ready for this one? Big weekend coming up. You got the Vikings, Titans, Steelers, Panthers. That's coming up tomorrow. Steelers, Panthers, and also Patriots, Giants, Vikings, Titans, Falcons, Cowboys, Bears, Chiefs. And then, of course, Saturday, you've got 4 more games on the schedule. So it's a good time to get involved. So download the Prize Picks app today. All you got to do is use code MVCR. You'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MVCR. $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Get in on the action. Prize Picks. It's good to be right, and it pays. Max discounts also going on, so check it out.
Run your game?
Not in the new copy.
Oh, man. Disappointed. I'd love you. Run your game.
I can still say it if you want me to. I don't think they'd mind.
Yeah, I don't want to be disappointed.
Prize Picks. Run your game.
There you go. I like
Okay, there we go.
Okay. You know, in D.C., it's been a crackdown on crime. More, what was it, like 47 arrests, 52 yesterday? Yeah. Something like that. And it's been pointed out, boy, it seems like a lot of crazy liberals are freaking out, you know, saying, yeah, like, stop with the homeless. That was just...
What is that? That's Linda Blair from The Exorcist.
It doesn't sound like that?
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But a lot of people locally are just like, yeah, I like what's going on.
Yeah.
And we can get to more of that clip later. We got to get to Nimrod.
When the going gets tough,
damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Dean.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
Holy mackerel. Nimrod's in the News. Lexington, Kentucky. 31-year-old woman had a fight with the ex-boyfriend. She slashed one of his tires. And then the real damage happened. She smashed his windshield. She cracked his rearview mirror, destroyed his radio, poured salt in the engine.
Oh, no.
Totaled the car.
Oh, my God.
Woo! She has been arrested. That poor guy. And that's Nimrod's in the News.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Okay, so Trump says, I hope Putin's going to be good. Please.
Yeah, well, President Trump was on Fox and Friends this morning saying that both sides need to start playing a little bit nicer when it comes to ending Russia's war on Ukraine.
Nicer.
First, let them meet. You know, they haven't been exactly best friends. They haven't gotten along very well. And I called President Putin yesterday, and I do have a good relationship, but it only matters if we get things done. Otherwise, I don't care about the relationship. I do have a good relationship with him, but I want to get things done. You know, I've solved 7 wars. We ended 7.
You like that, don't you?
If we don't, I don't care.
Right. I think that's true with Trump, with about anybody.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Makes
7
sense.
wars. I thought this would be one of the easier ones, and this has turned out to be the toughest one. India, Pakistan, these were big ones, and also all big ones, and some going for 31, 32 years, one for 35 years. The Congo, think of that, the Congo and Rwanda for 35 years. I got that one done. I got them all done, but this one is the one that is the most difficult, and I thought it would be an easy one. So I hope President Putin is going to be good, and if he's not, it's going to be a rough situation. And I hope that President Zelensky will do what he has to do. He has to show some flexibility also. The thing is a mess.
Yeah, it is a mess.
Yeah.
Rubio was on Fox last night. He sounded, would you say, cautiously optimistic? I would say at least real progress is being made.
And they all said the same thing, which is this, after 3 years of sort of deadlock and no talks and no change in circumstances, this is the first time where there seems to be some movement. Now, look, this is a complicated war. There's no doubt about it. This has been going on for 3.5 years. A lot of people have died. A lot of territories exchanged back and forth. So it's not an easy thing to unwind. But nothing was happening on this war. Literally, the only option that we were given under the previous administration was continue to fund Ukraine for however much they need, for however long it takes. And now you have people actually talking about pathways towards ending it. Now, it's going to take a little bit more work and a little bit more time, but we are making progress. It's not me saying it. That is virtually every leader there today said that in front of the cameras, and they're saying it for a reason, because it's true, and they're witnessing it, and they've been a part of it.
Yeah. You just,
there you go.
Try to be positive, and you hope it can come to an end. But time will tell. I'm not betting on it. Would you?
No, I'm less optimistic than he is, certainly.
But he is right. There is power in being willing to walk away.
You have to.
That Donald Trump understands, obviously, from his life. His entire life.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He knows. And a lot of times it's been strategically walking away from a deal, thinking he's going to get a better one down the road. If you've read The Art of the Deal, you kind of know what he's about there. Part of this is working on the security guarantees.
Yeah.
Rubio talked about that.
And we're coordinating that as we speak. We're involved in the coordination of it. So, yeah, there are a number of countries that are willing to step forward and provide Ukraine security guarantees. But as the Ukrainians have said to us, and I think have said publicly, the strongest security guarantee they can come up with their future is to have a strong military moving forward. And that's the other dynamic that's changed. We're no longer giving Ukraine weapons. We're no longer giving Ukraine money. We are now selling them weapons, and European countries are paying for it through NATO. They are using NATO to buy the weapons and transfer them to Ukraine. That's another big change from the way this war was approached just just under the Biden administration, for example.
You think our synchronized media, legacy media, talks about that at all?
I'm hearing it for the first time right now.
No, we've talked about it.
We've talked about it.
That's how they've sort of reworked this deal. No, you heard a lot about how they were stopping weapon shipments to Ukraine and how terrible this was. Oh, my gosh, Donald Trump is pro-Putin. He's pro-Russia. He hates Ukraine and therefore hates democracy, all this other stuff. And then you find out actually what he's doing is making sure that at least we get some cash up front for what we're putting in.
Yes. Yeah, that's why. What about the minerals deal? What do we get out of this? Getting something for that, too. So keeping an eye on that one. In Texas, another Democrat pulling a stunt. Not surprised.
Oh, yeah. So Texas State Representative Nicole Collier is one of the Democrats who fled the state to delay passing a new congressional map. Now, they're all back I think one is still in California, maybe. But there is a quorum, as they call it. So the maps are going to pass this week.
Yeah.
So it was all for nothing. Now, one of the conditions for Democrats who fled is that they have to agree to have a state trooper escort to make sure they don't run away again. After all, there is still the civil arrest warrant that's out there for them.
Act like children, get treated like children.
Yes.
So they're running away.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the night, they create a ladder with a sheet and go down the side of the house.
So Collier decided the first stunt wasn't enough, so she's doing another one. She's staying in the Capitol to avoid the cops.
Okay.
I refuse to sign the permission slip to be able to leave the Capitol. I disagree with that authoritarian tactic. We don't have a lot of victories, but we do have our principles. We still have our dignity. What matters to me is making sure that I resist and fight back against and push back.
Yeah.
Principles.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Dude, the optics.
It's so bad.
It's like lack of self-awareness. It's really something, man. Hey, keep doing what you're doing. I don't want to stand in the way.
Yeah.
Boy, I saw this making the rounds online. People are loving this. Hey, do you know who I am before you arrest me?
Dude.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
This is so great. Rhode Island Assistant Attorney General Devin Hogan Flanagan was arrested and charged for trespassing. Apparently, she was drunk and was refusing to leave the establishment in which she was drinking. So they called the cops. Cops get her outside. And she, what's the problem? Do you know who I am? The police body cam footage is amazing. She's there with her friend, who, by the way, is also facing charges.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and the friend wasn't doing her any favors.
No.
Oh, no.
She's a lawyer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count how many times she says, I'm the DA. Or I'm with
AG.
the DA. Or AG, rather, yeah.
Okay, roll it.
If I ask you to turn off the body cam, you have to turn it off. And that's your protocol.
She's a lawyer, so she knows.
Well, that's lawyer stuff, so that's not true. So we gotta go.
No, it is. That's law.
I'm an
What's she
AG.
saying?
I'm an AG.
Good for you. I don't give a Let's go.
I'm sorry,
I'm an AG. I don't give a bleep. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
So what?
He's
yeah.
got enough.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's go.
I'm an AG. I'm an AG. I'm an AG.
Let's go.
Buddy, you're gonna regret this.
Yeah.
You're gonna regret it. I'm an AG.
The comedic timing of that, where she's saying, I'm an A, and then you hear the door slam as the cop is just walking away. That's perfect. You're going to regret this. I'm an A.
Yep. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Well, you're hammered and you want to stay, and they say, no, you can't stay. Because you're an AG means you probably should get the hell out.
Yeah.
Because this is coming down.
Yes. That's the thing, because I remember, and for those that don't know, you haven't drank in almost 10 years.
Yeah.
For me, it's longer than that. But, of course, we have memories of when that activity was happening.
Yeah, when the lights came on.
And, well, I remember you being under the influence, like heavily under the influence, always making good, sound decisions.
Yeah, I always did. Well, when it was time to do, like, broker a deal or work something out, the good time to do it, first of all, you need like 18 beers first.
Sure.
Then you're of sound mind to get it done.
Never belligerent. Yeah. Never causing a scene.
I didn't cause as many scenes as you did.
We're not talking about me right now.
Oh, okay.
Steve. We're talking about you.
I remember getting bounced out of a hotel once. Yeah.
Oh, well. Crappy motel.
I was with my friend Jamie.
Hi. Yeah, that's a story for another time. Let's get to another nut. How about
Do you
this?
know who he is? He's a DJ. He's a DJ.
Okay, never pulled that. Never pulled that because you knew no one would care.
Who cares? Yeah, right.
I started to play this right before Nimrod's because it's just crazy in D.C. There are so many people that are happy about what's going on there, like the locals. And you mentioned it yesterday, David, as far as like local news doing stories in D.C. There was one, they're talking to this black dude, and he's like, yeah, I really do like what's going on here, what I'm seeing.
It's a good thing because it actually reinforces the fact that America is secure, safe, stable.
Elliot Reed says he supports the federal involvement.
As a moderate, as a centrist, I think something needs to be done. I have 3 kids. I'm about to start teaching next week. I want it to be safe.
Yeah. Crime's been a problem in D.C. for a long time. You've heard all these people say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people have noticed a lot that are protesting there happen to be white liberals.
Who, in large part, don't actually live in D.C.
No.
Correct. Yes. So there was a scene. I saw this last night. This is this insane, let's just say big-boned woman, lefty, with a, the old bullhorn going, and she's screaming at the authorities to leave the homeless people alone.
Stay away from homeless people! You fascist clown! Get the out!
Who's calling the priest for the exorcist?
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow.
Let's meet the lady behind door number 2. You pictures your date.
Did you see the video where one of them, so there were a bunch of people booing federal agents as they were going up the escalator at a D.C. metro station?
Yeah.
And there was this big hog there who was screaming, could you try something else? You could do something else. You could try being a veterinarian, blah, blah, blah. And that. One of the guys on his way up just turns around and goes, yeah, you could try eating a salad. Oh, yeah. Professionalism? Yeah. Not really. Funny? Yes.
Yes. Well, and honestly, good sound advice. He wants to make America healthy again. Can't blame him for that. Okay. Boy, we have a lot more funny clips to get to, including Kamala's stepdaughter. That's a funny one. And the 5 stories we're watching today coming up. Summer is over, and we're going back to the daily grind. So what are you going to do with all those photos on your phone? Well, Aura frames are the perfect way to show off all the family fun. They were named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter because there's unlimited storage for your pictures and videos, and it's easy to set up. It only takes about 2 minutes with the Aura app.
I love this thing, especially because I got 2 little kids and family all over the place. You can invite as many people as you want to add pictures. So if you've got family on the other side of the country, they can share photos or short videos instantly, no memory card required.
You have complete control over who has access to your frame, and the Aura app lets you share photos more securely than with email. And the display screen is so good, it looks like real print. Start reliving your favorite memories by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $35 off on the best-selling Carver matte frame. That's auraframes.com. Promo code MVCR. Support the station by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need hair volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, hair volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding thin and dull hair and hello to thick, healthy hair with hair volume.
Since taking hair volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using hair volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Thank you for being here. It is time for the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Number 5, the Department of Justice will begin handing over documents regarding deceased sex offender Jeffrey Epstein to Congress by the end of the week. In other news, nothing else will happen.
By the
4,
way,
yeah.
just real quick, did you see where Bill Barr said Trump's not implicated, the Epstein file?
Sure.
Well, is this where all this Trump's a pedophile nonsense comes from?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. Based on what? Your hunch?
Basically. They're trying to find
But
anything. They're grasping at straws.
Well,
yes.
at least I'm not a pedophile. What? At first, I was very confused by that. Like, what evidence is there that Trump is a pedophile?
None.
What evidence is there?
There isn't.
God, I thought I'm missing something. I'm scrambling around going, pedophile Trump. Let's Google it. Maybe something comes up. I had no idea what they were talking about, the weirdos. Yeah, okay.
No.
All right.
Don't pay any attention to that.
All right.
Number 4, the state of Oregon is refusing to share voter data with the federal government. This comes after the state acknowledged that it illegally registered more than 1,000 voters without proof of citizenship. Number 3, the New York Times is reporting now that CBS wanted a settlement with Trump's lawsuit about the Kamala Harris interview and deceptive editing. Well, because they didn't want the raw footage out there. And really, they were worried about a 2023 interview that Scott Pelley did with Joe Biden because it was apparently brutal. And they were like, people will definitely question our motivations if this gets out.
Yeah.
And
you like that, don't you, when he was trying to be precise?
Maybe precise.
So, yeah, they helped out Joe Biden a little bit. And themselves.
Oh, gosh, that's hilarious.
Number 2, a new survey from Insider Advantage shows that Trump's approval ratings increased after his summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin, giving him majority approval in all age demographics except those over the age of 65. And what are we at now? 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 1. Boston officials had an event today defending sanctuary policies, and they started off by featuring a mariachi band. I wish I was making that up. Do you want to hear some of it?
Of course
yes.
I do.
Yes.
Al despunta la mañana, bajando por el sendero de la sierra la pradera.
They've become a living Saturday Night Live skit.
What is participation?
Yes.
Winning hearts and minds.
I was very disappointed to see the guitar player was our producer, Andres. It was very sad.
Was that him?
That's
dude,
not
if you need
true.
more money, just ask for a raise, dude. You don't have to do this.
He doesn't have to do gigs like that. His gigs are packed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You ever seen any of the video from his gigs?
Yeah, ladies love
Oh,
it.
buddy.
They do.
No doubt about that. Did you see Cambridge Dictionary has added some words?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Yeah, I did see this.
Delulu.
Yeah.
That's Democrats. They're Delulu.
Yeah. Delirious, right?
Delusional. Yeah.
Delusional, yeah.
Yeah. David, do you use Skibidi?
Skibbity.
Skibbity. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
It can be whatever you want, the way it's defined.
Got it.
Can have different meanings, such as cool or bad.
Yeah.
Or no real meaning as a joke. Do you know anyone that uses it, Scott?
Skibbity?
Yeah.
No. I don't. Maybe my granddaughter might. I've never heard her say it, but who knows?
It seems kind of stupid.
Yeah, well, it's
yeah.
Vernacular of the young.
There's broligarchy. It just makes me laugh. Term for tech bros who are extremely powerful. Trad wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, traditional wife, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't mind staying home, doing cooking, cleaning, raising kids.
Yeah.
The nano ship. Have you heard that one?
No.
See if this sounds familiar, Scott. A very short romantic interaction with someone with no expectation it will lead to a real relationship.
Nano. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
There's also chrono working. Kind of what it sounds like. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Have you ever heard that before?
Chrono?
Yeah, it's adjusting your work schedule to when you feel most awake and energetic.
Oh, God. There's a word for that?
Yes. Yeah. Have you heard man erupting?
Was that a guy interrupts a woman?
Yes.
Okay, man, there you go.
Yes.
Women
Interrupting a
never
woman when
interrupt.
she's speaking, usually because the man thinks he has something more important to say.
What about woman erupting?
Yes.
Well, that's not a thing.
No, of course not.
Right. Metaface. Photos are enhanced with filters to make everyone
Oh,
look
God, I know
flawless.
somebody like that. Yeah. Oh. And then you see her in real life. Ah!
Okay, some great audio and watch your story straight ahead. Yeah. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley. I'm the Gen Xer, the Millennial. That's David Van Camp, the Sexy Boomer. Scott Robbins. Before we get back to all of the big news, this is just kind of sad. It's Kamala's stepdaughter. She's going through it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Tough time.
It's tough. It's not easy being smelly at Page.
Well, she has climate anxiety, David.
Oh, she does.
Where's your heart on this?
I
Yes.
think everything with the environment is really getting to me. And it is I experience a lot of climate anxiety, like a lot of us do. It's not funny. It's just like, it's one of those things. It's not funny.
Yeah. It's really tough.
And that's pretty funny, actually.
What a lunatic. Not surprised.
I heard that yesterday, and I mentioned this yesterday. Can you imagine if Kamala was the president right now?
I don't want to.
I know.
Me either.
Well, there's no way
It's a nightmare.
that what happened yesterday would have happened. And then I was remembering when it first happened, Russia invades. And she's trying to explain what happened. In only a way she could.
We all watched the television coverage of just yesterday. That's on top of everything else that we know and don't know yet, based on what we've just been able to see. And because we've seen it or not doesn't mean it hasn't happened. But just limited to what we have seen.
What?
I have no idea. I'm spun around.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's one of those clips that just gets better with age.
It really
Yes.
does, man.
It's like her vodka. It gets better with age. Yes.
It's like, wow, that really is something. Okay.
That is something, all right. I don't know what it is, but that's something.
David, you're saying Obama's former Russian diplomat has praised Trump?
Yeah, Michael McFaul was the U.S. ambassador to Russia under Barack Obama, and he hates Donald Trump. But after the meeting Trump had with Ukraine and other major European leaders, he went on NBC to say, all right, this is good.
Wow.
I think this was a very positive meeting. And whoever had the idea to bring all these European leaders together, in addition to President Zelensky, that was a brilliant, brilliant idea. And having it come so quickly after Alaska was also very important because now they've changed the talking points here. Just in this meeting alone, they've walked back some of the positions that the president was echoing when he met with President Putin. So this is very positive progress. The most important thing is that they're talking about security guarantees with European soldiers being a part of that. That is major progress with American assistance. I myself would like NATO guarantees rather than NATO-like guarantees, but if you have to compromise, I think this is an important compromise and a step forward.
Okay.
Yeah. I still like that after 10 years of Donald Trump being on the political scene, so many people don't understand how to sort of read the tea leaves when Trump is saying or doing something. Now, don't get me wrong. Nobody's batting 1,000 on this because there are a lot of times where Trump will say something. I'm like, why? Why did you say that? I don't understand. But in a situation like this, situations where it really matters, where it counts, he may say something that'll totally tick off name the establishment, right?
Yes.
Or whatever industry. You always have to view it through the context of he is trying to close a deal. He is going to say things that are going to rattle people because he's trying to help get on the good side of whoever he is up against.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, or he is saying something now for effect that he thinks is going to be to his advantage later.
Or like the Oval Office with Zelensky a couple months back, he'll have his come to Jesus moment and say, look, I'm going to smack you down. We're still buddies, but we're going to let you know what we've been thinking.
Yes. Well, it was J.D. Vance that sort of started it's like J.D. got to that spot even quicker than Trump did.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was planned out ahead of time or that was organic, but it was effective. And, I mean, you could go back now and either look at headlines or hear clips from the day after that first meeting. Oh, this is one of the most embarrassing moments in United States history as far as diplomacy. No. Dude, most of the people in the United States were like, good. This guy doesn't just get to dictate whatever he wants. We're done with that. It's got to be some sort of plan. Okay, other news out there. What's going on in Virginia?
Dude, here we go again. So earlier this year, a girl in Virginia's Loudoun County public school system said she was a boy and was going to opt to use the boys' locker room. So there were people asking, why are you here? You're a girl. And in the boys' locker room, she brought out her phone and started filming people, asking her why she was there. Here's a short clip of.
Okay.
Yeah, you're female, bro. Get out of here. Well, even though filming inside a locker room or bathroom is against district policy and quite possibly runs afoul of the law in general,
oh yeah,
the district is punishing the two boys involved for sexual harassment and sex-based discrimination. They are facing suspension and a restraining order against the girl.
I knew it.
So WJLA spoke with the dad of one boy and the mom of the other. Now the mom has moved out of state. After this incident, she was gone.
I don't blame her.
So, but if he ever goes back, if they do decide to go back and he re-enters that district, yeah, he's going to have a 10-day suspension and the restraining order. So WJLA talked to the mom of one kid and the dad of another.
Okay.
I would say that the first reaction was like some anger because we were just really, concerned with all this stuff. There was that. I was saddened by the decision-making process and how that went.
Absolutely floored that they came back and branded my son responsible for sexual harassment and sex-based discrimination. It's shocking, it's wrong, and it should terrify every single parent. What they're doing to our children is just despicable.
Agree. Man, oh man.
Wow.
Sometimes you have this feeling it's like one state trying to outdo another with the wackadoodle nonsense. Man. Did we already start What's Your Story? That seems like a story.
Sad.
It is. Well, and it could break a whole lot worse. I'm sure you're already thinking that sort of thing in a situation like that. All right, we do this a couple of times a day. Go around the table. May not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, what's your story here?
Well, before I get to my story, I need to tell you that doctors created a healthier way to lose weight. With Lean, it works like the shots without the needles. Get 20% off when you use the code MVCR20 at takelean.com. In 2016, kind of related to health news, well, the opposite of health, I suppose. In 2016, Canada passed its medical assistance in dying law, human euthanasia. The Atlantic checked in on the doctors who were doing this and how the country has ramped it up so much. And we've talked about this time and time again. It's not just people who are already dying after a long life. You know, like you've got terminal cancer, you're 85 years old. It's like, hey, look, there is no comfort ahead. And I know that's certainly a topic of conversation, but I think you can understand why someone would want a way out instead of whatever time you have left under suffering. Whether you agree with it or not, you can at least maybe see the logic behind it. But now, I mean, it's just they're actively recommending it to people, which is way outside of the norm of any other country that has done this. And in a couple of years, the government will help kill you if you're depressed in Canada.
Golly.
Oh, yeah.
Parliament has already recommended opening it up to minors. Wow. And get this. Part of the Atlantic story. Government-sponsored euthanasia now accounts for 1 in 20 deaths in Canada. That's more than Alzheimer's and diabetes combined.
Holy smokes, man.
And that is way above other countries that allow it and in many cases have had it legal for much longer. Because, again, when Canada said, yes, we will have not just doctors, anyone in the healthcare industry actively recommend it to you as an option. There are people in Europe, there are medical associations in Europe, this was 2-3 years ago, I think, where they were like, whoa, you're doing it wrong, Canada. No. Because in most other, if not all other countries, the doctor can only talk about it if the patient brings it up. Because they don't want to be in the business of having the government telling you to kill yourself.
Right. But that's different now.
Yeah. So it is so common that doctors are now struggling to keep up with demand. They don't have enough killers in the medical field.
You know, it's crazy, too. I just saw a different story earlier today that talked about suicides being way down from, the early 90s. And people, giving different, theories as to why they think that is. Not in Canada.
Well, no, because the government said, this is a recommended treatment for depression now.
Right.
Crazy.
Whoa. But they probably wouldn't even count that as a suicide, or would they?
I think it gets its own category. They call it MAID, medical assistance in dying.
Right. Because if you call it what it really is, it doesn't sound very good. That's why they always want to change the words of things, like abortion.
Yeah, well, remember when the veteran in Canada needed a new chairlift and she was trying to go through the national healthcare system?
Oh, yeah.
And the person on the phone said, well, have you considered killing yourself?
Right.
The government will do that for you.
Tell him the guy's going to cut him down.
Yeah, that's evil, man.
Yep.
It is evil.
It is evil.
100%. Well, Scotty, what do you got uplifting for your story?
Well, mine is not as dark, I'll tell you that. It's been a really, really hot summer all over the country, and really, really hot. And I've thought about this a million times, from going to baseball games and other sporting events when it's really hot. How about the guy inside the costume, the mascot costume?
Oh, yeah.
It's 150 degrees in there, and he has no way to see out of it or anything.
Well, you can see out of it.
But you can't really breathe out of it very well. I mean, it's a mess.
Yeah.
So the question was, what do you guys do to keep cool during this? According to Tom Burgoyne, a right-hand man to the Philly Fanatic, a simple cocktail of vodka and water is the newest fad in keeping mascots from smelling. Said now a big thing in the mascot world is vodka and water. Said you put in half and half, maybe a third vodka, for rest water, put it in a squeegee bottle, and you spray it on their heads. He explains that spraying the water or vodka mix on the person's head inside the mascot is for essentially the ability to cool down for just a moment, if not for a little while longer. So not necessarily the suit itself is the stenchy thing, but they are. So at any rate, that's what he's doing. He said, if we're using cheap vodka to mask the stench inside the mascot suit, there is truly no telling just how bad things smell inside there. He says for the suit itself, it weighs 35 pounds. So it's not ventilated, nor does it have any built-in fans to circulate the air around. You're just stuck inside that 35-pound suit, and you're running around ballparks, and it's 100 degrees. So, yeah, vodka and water seems to do the trick. I'm not recommending you do that in the hot sun, by the way. Just saying it works for these guys.
The bigger question is, if they just didn't put the suit on at all that day, would anyone miss them?
No.
You know, that's a great question. I just feel bad for those people. I mean, you know.
Well, I believe I'm the only one on this show who has actually donned one of those mascots.
Yeah, for Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A cow. It's miserable.
Yeah.
On a hot day? Well,
yeah.
you're in Texas. Every day's a hot day. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what do you do in that case? I mean, how long are you in that thing?
30 minutes to an hour.
And now you get a break. You have to take the head off and rehydrate?
Yeah.
And then you're back out there again?
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
Good thing you studied hard, David.
We're up on. We don't have time to get to my story. We had too much uplifting stuff there with suicides and being hot in a costume. Actually, my story wasn't much better, to be honest. It was about a drug kingpin. But I can share that with you because it's actually kind of cool.
You better.
And Nimrod's in the news. Coming up.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need hair volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding thin and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Good morning, Nick Cameron Show. Yes, we've all heard about the weight loss injections, but they can get expensive, and maybe needles aren't your thing. Well, good news. There's a different way to get the same effects without the shots, and it's a supplement called Lean. And here's what the doctors who formulated Lean said.
Well, like the injections, Lean was created to help maintain healthy blood sugar and help control appetite and cravings, but the rare ingredients in Lean are also designed to help burn fat by converting fat into energy. And the best part is no needles, no prescriptions, just real results.
Yeah, doctors created a much healthier way to lose weight by capturing the power of natural ingredients. Carluma. How'd I do?
Carluma?
Hey! No? Carluma? Is that wrong?
Carluma is the starting shortstop for the Chicago Cubs.
Carluma.
Yes, Carluma.
Like Carolina.
Yes.
Okay, well, this Carluma stuff is really good. It's really smart. See, let's get you started now. 20% off. Just use code MVCR20 at TakeLean.com. That's code MVCR20 at TakeLean.com.
Margarito J. Flores Jr. He's a former Chicago kingpin who was the Sinaloa cartel's largest distributor in the United States under El Chapo. He says Trump's doing a great job going after the Mexican drug cartels. His face was blurred in this video for his own safety after cooperating with the United States authorities to help take down El Chapo. And this is part of what he said.
And I believe that the Trump administration is doing a great job. I know that as of lately, it's kind of winding down a little bit in the media, but I believe that the government that's still at full force going after these drug cartels, and I don't believe that the Chapo faction or the Miles Zambada faction will outlast another year.
Really? Especially with the latest arrests. Wow. It's like it's been really effective. This is kind of an underreported story. It's pretty wild. And Trump's winning on a lot of fronts when you take a step back and look at everything that's going on.
See if we're under on how many years that guy's got left.
Ooh, buddy. All right, time to get to Nimrod.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the News. We go to New Jersey. Dude gets a Dewey. He's got a passenger. Passenger's drunk. What happens to them? Well, cops gave his drunk passenger a ride home. They didn't make a good choice either, but at least, they're not in jail.
Right.
The drunk passenger, then she's like, well, I got to go pick him up. So she drove right back to the police station to pick him up and got a DUI.
All right.
You deserve that and then some. And that's Nimrod's in the News.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. So will a deal get done with Russia and Ukraine? Marco Rubio says maybe.
It's going to require both sides to receive, but also to give. In essence, one side's not going to get 100% here. Each side is going to have to make some concessions. And obviously land, or where you draw those lines, where the war stops, is going to be part of that conversation. And it's not easy, and maybe it's not even fair, but it's what it takes in order to bring about an end to a war. And that has been true in every war. The only wars that don't end that way are the ones that have unconditional surrender by one side or the other, and we're not going to see that in this conflict. So,
time out just a second. Rubio's really good at this. I know that we've said that before. Yeah. And he just lays it out there in an easy-to-understand way.
Obviously, the issue of that will be talked about, and the president's been very clear. In the end, what those lines look like are up to Putin and up to Zelensky and up to the Ukrainian side to decide what each one can live with. We are going to be there to facilitate that and make that possible and make sure that both sides are talking. And by the way, President Trump is the only leader in the world, acknowledged by all the Europeans, the only leader in the world that can talk to both of them and bring them both to a meeting is Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States. He's the only one. And the fact that he's willing to do it is something that every American, including Democrats, should be happy that we have a peace president. We should be proud that we have a president that's made peace a priority in his administration.
Well, they're not proud because he's Hitler.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and a pedophile. Don't forget that one.
It's really getting to you, isn't it?
Well, it shouldn't bug me as much as it does, but I always feel like, when did this happen? And why is it happening? And I'm like, is there something I missed?
No, it's just the whole Epstein thing.
They just assume. It's just.
And it doesn't matter if a Bill Barr comes out and says he's not implicated.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Only believe Bill Barr if he's talking about things we care about and he sides with us.
Dude, I forget the percentage of Democrats that still believe he is a Russian agent.
Oh, it was like 62% or something like that.
It's bonkers.
Yeah.
Did you see the one guy? He's like a body language expert talking about, okay, can we just be done with the whole narrative that Trump is Putin's stooge? Look at it. Crying out loud.
Bill Barcheco.
Yeah, he was on with Bill Maher. Bill Maher also said, But Trump hates war. Heard that before. He said it again.
One thing about him that I know, I'm not going to tell you how I know, but a lot of people have seen the same thing. He really does hate war. He really does not like it when people die in war.
Yeah. And think about it. As far as bringing everyone together, you're not going to hear it on synchronized media, but it is true. Who else could have done that?
Omar's been captured by the right.
No, yeah.
No, I know I actually read an article about that the other day. How he's done the shift and how he's,
Oh, no, he's just a 90s Democrat.
Exactly.
That's all he is.
That's a great point, David. That is actually a great point. He is a 90s Democrat, yes.
Well, I should say more 90s progressive. But
there you go.
I mean, like he's more liberal than your typical 90s Democrat. But that now is apparently somewhat conservative, according to the people who only see clips of his shows and never actually watch what he says about Donald Trump. I mean, like, the guy still hates Donald Trump.
Sure. Yeah, he was pushing more falsehoods just this past Friday. Yeah. But at least I can say for him, every once in a while, he'll go common sense to say, okay, we at least have to see this for what it is, and you people on the far left are wackadoodle.
Yeah.
And you're never going to get elected again.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just out of the club. And then there are other people that it seems like used to be somewhat level-headed. You remember that old clip of Don Lemon from like 2014 where he was telling Black America to pull up their pants?
Yes.
All of that?
Yes.
No, you need to act in a better way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's gone. I mean, it was far gone. He can't say anything positive about Trump. Not one thing.
I don't have very many positive things to say about him because there aren't really any positive things to say about him. What he's doing is objectively bad for the world. It's objectively bad for our democracy.
What?
Hey, give me specifics on what you're talking about. I hate these generalities.
Oh, yeah, it's all the time.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you why I think that way. I'm just going to tell you I think that way.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep. Chris Pratt. He also spoke with Bill Maher. He doesn't understand, like people that don't want a president to be successful, or an RFK Jr. taking like food dyes out for kids,
right?
For their own health. He just does not understand.
I'd hate to be so mired in hatred for the president that any success from his administration is something I'd have an allergic reaction to. To be like, oh, well, if they do it, I don't want it to happen. I'll put Clorox in my children's cereal myself. It's like, come on, be reasonable here. There's certain things that would be a good thing to have. I want them all to be successful.
Yeah. I think that's most people. But boy, the far left, they're out there. And that gets all the attention. All right, let's go to Colorado. What's going on with the Secretary of State, David?
Oh, remember that? This crazy-eyed lady named Jenna Griswold? She's the one who tried to kick Trump off the ballot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's a defender of democracy, She says that Trump's threat to end mail-in voting is anti-democracy.
Oh, really?
We are in conversations with our attorneys to make sure we're defending Colorado's elections. Look, mail ballots are secure.
No, they're not.
They cannot be hacked.
That's a lie.
Because they're a piece of paper. That is increasingly more important as Trump has made our elections less secure since taking office again.
Wow.
He's disbanded much of the federal government's work on countering foreign disinformation and is obviously taking cues about democracy from a dictator, Putin.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that lunatic?
Jenna Griswold, Secretary of State of Colorado.
All right, well, good luck with that, Colorado.
You want to hear Trump talking about mail-in ballots? It's kind of funny.
Yes.
He's right.
Mail-in ballots are corrupt. Mail-in ballots, you can never have a real democracy with mail-in ballots. And we, as a Republican Party, are going to do everything possible that we get rid of mail-in ballots. We're going to start with an executive order that's being written right now by the best lawyers in the country to end mail-in ballots because they're corrupt. And we're going to end mail-in voting. It's a fraud. If you have mail-in vote, even Jimmy Carter with this commission, they set it up. He said the one thing about mail-in voting, you will never have an honest election if you have mail-in. And it's time that the Republicans get tough and stop it because the Democrats want it. It's the only way they can get elected. Because with men and women's sports and with transgender for everybody and open borders.
Yeah. Do you remember before COVID, before 2020, when you would have people talking about mail-in ballots? It seemed like both parties were on board saying that's where the corruption can happen.
Yeah.
Well, of course. Yes.
But not anymore, because one party took full advantage of it. And to say they are the most secure, that is a line of BS.
What? I've made the point, I think, before, but remember at the end of the election cycle last year when Kamala Harris's campaign was running those stupid ads, or I don't remember if it was a PAC aligned with hers, doesn't matter. There were pro-Kamala Harris ads where it made it look like this backwoods yokel man was taking his little woman into the polling location, said, "You're going to vote the right way, right? Or else you're going to be getting a knuckle sandwich before you make my sandwich tonight." And then she looks at another woman, nods, and it's like, "Oh, I can vote for Kamala because it's just me and my ballot."
But what if it was mail-in at home?
If it's mail-in at home, I mean, dude, yes, you can't tell me that somebody who would actually be that crazy wouldn't be looking over somebody's shoulder and saying, did you just write in Kamala Harris right there?
Yeah.
Woman, you're about to have to tell all the ladies at your Bible study that you ran into a door.
M-A-L-E-N. Mail in.
You know what I'm guessing is even more prevalent?
If you vote for Trump, I'm cutting off sex from you.
The guy says, "Thank heavens."
Chances are very likely, yeah. He's been praying for that for years.
Dang. You know what I'm feeling, man? You know, every once in a while you feel that lull. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah.
David, I see it in your eyes.
Oh, no.
You know what gives a little shot of adrenaline? Oh, yeah. You guys up for a game?
Sure. Well, I'm injured, so Scott, you got
game's off.
Got a chance. No,
game's off.
I want to play. This is like the Jordan game, you know? Except I've actually got the flu or something.
No, it's not because of you, David. It's Scott.
It's fine. Play it. I don't care.
He whined within 2 seconds, and that means forget it.
Okay, listen.
What?
Play the damn game, okay? Play it. Let's go.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Just happened to see this. I won't even tell you the outlet, but because it's back to school time, they ranked the best high school movies of all time. Okay.
Holy smokes. Wow.
This is their ranking, so you're guessing on what they ranked. Okay. Maybe it would be helpful if I tell you who it's from.
Yeah.
It's Entertainment Weekly.
All right.
All right. Don't be looking this up. No cheating. David, you're the champ. You know how these games work. First guess is yours.
I completely disagree with it, but I feel like it's probably going to be The Breakfast Club.
That is their number one, and that is a 10-pointer.
Wow. Fast Times.
That is number 2, a 9-pointer. Wow. Coming up. I was surprised that they put it that high.
Oh, it's great.
Some of these, you watch it back, you're like, holy mackerel. Mm-hmm. Back to David.
Dazed and Confused.
That is number 3.
Oh, gosh.
Who I just watched with my daughter and her husband, at least parts of it last night. They'd never seen it. That was a laugh riot. It's 18-9. You're still in this, Scott.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller. Oh, man, that's a good one. It should be. That was number 10. It's a 1-pointer.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 18-10. Back to Van Camp.
What's that movie? 16 Candles or whatever?
Yes. The darn need food yet. That is number 8. That's a 3-pointer. 21-10. You're still in it, Scott.
I'm trying to think. It could be love story kind of stuff. Say Anything.
Say Anything. I think that was in the top 15, but not the top 10. Oh, golly, man. Number 11.
Go!
And now David could close it out.
I wonder if it got skipped over just because of modern sensibilities, but American Pie.
It was skipped over.
Wrong!
That is not even in the top 15. Back to Robbins. Time running out.
I know. Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. I think that's pretty much it. Hey, a quick one. If you got a quick one.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls was actually number 12.
Yeah, I bet that was.
Just out of it.
Just out of it, yeah.
You got to come up with a big one here, Scott. You got 5 seconds.
Ooh, boy. The Last Poets.
And that's the game. You can put up a good battle. Not easy. 4 was Rebel Without a Cause. It's going way back.
I wouldn't have even guessed that.
Heathers at 5. American Graffiti 6. Clueless at 7. And Election at 9. I don't even know that movie. So there you go.
That's a very flawed list.
I don't disagree with that. But it's still fun just to do a game, isn't it, out of nowhere?
Yeah. I love getting beat up. Fun. Drug behind a car.
It's not whether you win or lose, man. It's the thrill of the game, isn't it?
I'm on the bumper, David.
Oh, dude, I got a great clip for you that will cheer you up. It's from Jasmine Crockett. And the 5 stories we're watching today, coming right up.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Preseason football is underway and college football is here, so don't miss any of the action this season on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the easiest way to cash in on football. If you get your picks right, you could cash in and win up to 2,000 times your money. You just select stat projections for 2 to 6 players, pick more or less, and you're ready to go. Prize Picks also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Which players are going to go off? Which ones aren't going to go off? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long. All withdrawals are fast, safe, secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code MVCR to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MVCR and get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right, lots of things always happening around the world. The Department of Justice, number 5, will begin handing over documents regarding Jeffrey Epstein to Congress by the end of the week. Spoiler alert, nothing is ever going to happen. Number 4, the state of Oregon is refusing to share voter data with the federal government. This comes after the state acknowledged it illegally registered more than 1,000 voters without proof of citizenship. But yeah, mail-in ballots totally secure. Let me see. Number 3, a new survey from Insider Advantage shows Trump's approval rating increased, giving him majority approval in all age demographics except those over 65, a.k.a. the MS Now crowd. Number 2, President Trump says he wants Zelensky and Putin to meet first, then he will close the deal if they're ready for it. And then finally, number 1, just one of my favorite stories of the day. Boston officials had an event, and they were defending their sanctuary city policies. They started it off by featuring a mariachi band. Awesome.
That's great.
Keep going. And not a very good one either, man. Those are the top 5 stories that we're following today. Your favorite pictures don't have to just live on your phone. A digital frame from Aura Frames is the best way to show off your memories. Get $20 off of their best-selling Carver matte frame when you use code MVCR at auraframes.com.
Well, that one story about the people over 65, that's the only demo that doesn't have an overwhelming approval for Trump. It is, man. It's the whole traditional media thing. Like, if there's anybody still reading newspapers, it's that group.
It's going to take away Medicaid and their Social Security. It's going to take it away.
And they believe that.
Of course they do.
Because,
yes.
And, dude, yeah, of course it's the MS yesterday, and it's the CNN and ABC, whatever. Good Morning America, if people are getting their news there, it's propaganda. We've talked about it a million times. And I think they're still on this thing with Strahan.
Yeah.
Like,
are they really?
The theory is that the producers give him a lot of S's.
Yeah, just
in the script.
Yeah,
especially in the intro.
Because the NFL legend does have a rather pronounced speech impediment.
Yeah. Well, I'll see what you think of this one from today.
He's going to need a bigger board. What happened when this shark met this surfboard?
What?
Boy, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
it's got a picture, the guy surfboard with this big, you tell a shark could take a big bite out of it. And you're going to need a bigger board.
Surfer could surf on that wave of saliva that just went out.
Man.
What happened when this shark met this surfboard?
Poor guy. Jeepers.
Somebody should open up a shop, surfboards.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Oh, I promised you a Jasmine Crockett clip.
Yeah, you did.
You want it now?
I don't know. Do we have time now?
Well, it's not that long.
Okay. I always love to hear from Jasmine.
This is words of wisdom. The black people are actually conservative, but here you go.
Most black people are not Republicans simply because we just is like, y'all racist. I can't hang out with the KKK in them. Most black people have very conservative values, right? But the reality is that, like, we just can't side with, like, the neo-Nazis in them.
The way she can put that accent on, too, is hilarious.
She takes it on and off, can't she?
Yeah, in and out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You think that was bad? Joy Reid has a topper.
No.
It is the greatest example of projection I've ever heard. We'll get to that in the Robin Trifecta coming up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer, the millennial David Van Camp, and the sexy boomer. That's Scott Robbins. Just happened to see this story from The Hill in Oklahoma. There's going to be some testing done to some incoming teachers from out of state to see if they can spot radical leftist ideology, because they're not going to have it in their school.
I've seen some people freaking out about that.
Why are they freaking out?
Oh, because they're like, well, this is going to, like, shrink the talent pool and blah, blah, blah. Well,
no, it's not. It's going to get the wackadoodles out.
Yes, exactly.
That has to happen.
This is called the pendulum swinging the other way.
Yep. Yes. I love this, too. The test set to be administered by conservative educational platform PragerU.
Uh-oh.
Yes!
Well, immediately they'll hate it even more.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. The way it works, you're coming from a blue state. The state superintendent said, we're rooting out radical leftist ideology from our classrooms. Ryan Walters is his name. Said, as long as I'm superintendent, Oklahoma classrooms will be safeguarded from the radical leftist ideology fostered in places like California and New York. Any teacher coming from these states will be required to pass our new PragerU assessment before receiving certification.
Awesome.
Because we refuse to let Gavin Newsom's woke Marxist agenda turn Oklahoma into the same dumpster fire California has become.
Yes.
Hilarious. As the story goes on, it says the test has not been administered yet, but a spokesperson for Walter's office said it will be very soon. While the full test was not shared, some questions seen by The Hill, it's reporting this story, ask incoming teachers basic civic questions, such as the first 3 words of the Constitution and why freedom of religion is important in America. So, yeah, there'll be some freak out on that.
Oh, my.
Which is hilarious.
Well, the second one, that's going to be a tough one.
What do you mean?
Why religion in America?
They have their own religion.
That's what I mean. The
wokesters.
They're not going to get the job then.
Could be. I promised you one other thing before the trifecta. Because I had the clip of Jasmine Crockett being racist.
Yes.
Joy Reid. She's no longer employed by MSNBC or anybody
Too
else.
racist for MSNBC. Think about that one for a second.
It's
Holy
something.
cow.
To me, this was like the greatest sign of projection yet. I don't know if you've heard this clip talking about white people. Roll it.
They can't originally invent anything more than they ever were able to invent good music. When you tell them you don't have to be excellent.
Okay. She's saying white people can't invent anything on their own. They steal everything. Okay. And then this part.
You don't have to be excellent. You just have to be white. You will get mediocrity. I actually think that is a shame for white America. We're raising an America that is mediocre on purpose because we don't want to tell Donald Trump that he is a failure. But he is.
See, it's actually holding white people back by just telling them you don't have to do anything other than be white.
Thomas Edison would like a word with her.
Well, he stole from Tesla, but that's a story for another day.
Tesla was white.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
How about Henry Ford?
Well, dude, I mean, it's a long list.
Yeah, he didn't invent a car, but he
But the whole thing of whites are being held back.
Yeah. Oh, she's really struggling to find something, right?
Yes,
I mean,
but
really
my goodness.
struggling.
Well, as far as the racism of low expectations
Yeah.
for certain people because of skin color, that's on you. Man, oh man. Maybe that's the reason she's unemployed. I mean, how does she make money? Who listens to that?
I have no idea.
No idea.
I have no idea either.
Who advertises on it?
I have no idea. I didn't care that much to look into it. It's just like, holy,
smokes.
yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding. All right, you ready for your big 3?
Yeah, let's go.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
1, 2, buckle my shoe on.
It's the 3 most important news stories of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Every day about this time, Scott Robbins' top 3 stories, helped by his hero.
I'm Casey. Well. Casey invented AT-40. That was you.
Yes.
That was you.
Yes.
Well, you go tell her then. You invented something. You're a white guy in America.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I want to play.
3.
He's done. Okay, fine.
Number 3, Democrat Senator Ruben Gallego has thoughts on mail-in voting.
Yeah, but if you really want to know who truly benefits from stuffing ballot boxes, look no further than these jackasses because they're everywhere. And then Trump said we're going to end mail-in voting. He said it's fraud. We're not going to do this anymore. Well, Ruben takes issue with that for a variety of reasons. He said this, and I quote, "Our soldiers deployed overseas vote by mail. They put their lives on the line for us, but Trump doesn't think they deserve to vote." Okay, listen, jackwad, before I get any further here, you vote absentee. You vote absentee if you're somewhere else. It's an absentee vote. It's not a mail-in. You don't get 50 of them sent to your house. Okay, that doesn't work that way. The problem has never been absentee voting.
No.
You're lying or you're ignorant, and maybe both. I don't know.
No, he's lying, and it's particularly insidious in his case because he's a Marine Corps veteran.
He should know better.
Who served time overseas. He does know better. He's just lying to benefit his party, and it's a disgrace what he's doing.
I ain't going to stand for it.
I agree with you.
Man.
You're making it into an issue like, oh, he doesn't support our troops. And
Right. Yeah, of course.
Now, on with the countdown.
Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day, up to number
2.
Number 2, Costco isn't selling an abortion pill, and apparently that's terrible.
Oh, Patty Murray is incensed that they're not selling the abortion pill anymore at Costco. She said, I am deeply, deeply alarmed by news reports that Costco is refusing to sell safe, effective, and legal medication for no other reason than
medication.
Yes.
Golly.
You can't say what it is. For no other reason than to appease the politics of anti-abortion fanatics. I refuse to stand by and allow far-right extremists to bully major corporations and dictate what medicine women can or cannot get access to.
Medicine.
Safe.
She went on to say, where is it legal? Retailers and major pharmacies must absolutely make medication abortion available to the women who need it. Right? They get to do that. Nobody else gets to dictate that. This happened on Friday. Now, if you want to back up a little bit to where all this started was, the big box retailer Costco announced that they will not be selling the abortion drug. This came after some pro-life activists and conservative organizations reached out to the company and said, hey, we're not down with this. They have over 500 pharmacies. By the way, they also said, look, we had these things on the shelf and they weren't selling.
Well, yeah.
And we got to move them off. We got to move
I'm
them out of
assuming
here.
they weren't, selling them in bulk. Because if you're buying abortion pills in bulk, you really need to get right with Jesus.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to cave to the activist pressure to turn stores into abortion pill dispensaries. So we're not going to do that. No business case, no shareholder upside, just ideology, and it's failed. So there you go.
And the countdown continues.
Yes, the Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day.
And finally, 1.
Number 1, mom took care of business when someone broke into her house.
This is maybe my favorite story today. A very quick-thinking mother hid her baby in a closet on realizing someone was attempting to break into her house. The unnamed mom sprung into action after hearing a stranger enter her property, very peaceful suburb of Joliet, Illinois. This happened at 10:30 this past Friday night. She rushed and put the baby into the closet on the second floor of the property and hid the youngster there. Seconds later, the burglar, who was wearing gloves and wielding a screwdriver, burst into the same bedroom. ABC 7 is reporting the mother then opened fire with a handgun she owned, shot him right in the head, dead.
She's really a terrific lady.
Yes, she is. Police rushed to the scene and found the mother and the baby sheltering in an adjacent bedroom. Quick thinking mama, what a brave lady. Here's hoping that Illinois will leave her alone now. I'm not so sure about that, but we'll
J.B.
see.
Pritzker doesn't think that she should be able to defend herself.
Right, about a guy kicking in the door with her and her baby. They're by themselves.
Yeah, no kidding.
I was captivated by her.
I could tell. Yeah.
Well, I'm on your side on this one, Casey.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Can't believe he got that one right. He never usually does.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, you don't. Usually
Give it up.
On the wrong side of everything. So that's okay.
And there you have it.
Yes, the Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day.
Yep.
Having to see this with health news. You've probably heard this before. Boy, if you're going to work out, you don't want to do it at night. You won't get the full benefit, and you probably won't sleep well.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Heard that?
Yeah.
New study says evening exercise could help you sleep longer.
Yeah, if you don't have to get up early, I suppose.
It just did this study saying, okay, if you get some exercise in before you go to bed, that when they did this, whole group, they found that people slept 27 minutes more than if they just was on the couch all night watching TV. So I don't think it was so much, it's just because they didn't have to get up, they slept longer. With all the people in the study, you could sleep as long as you wanted, and the ones that did actually do the evening exercise slept 27 minutes more.
There you go.
I would not have guessed that from
27 minutes.
No, yeah, because I've always heard, you're basically amping your body up again right before bed, and that's not good. And if you're a sweaty guy like me, you're sweating through the sheets.
Well, I don't know that you work out and hop right into bed. You certainly shower first just to cool off, right? You're not getting in bed all sweaty.
Dude, if you do the workout there, you should sleep like a baby afterwards.
That's the one form of exercise that you've always been a huge fan of.
Huge fan.
Sweating through the sheets the old-fashioned way.
Yes.
Yes.
It's really been an honor for me.
Yeah, he's ready to get out of here now. He's getting uncomfortable. Yeah. Good job with the trifecta as always, Scotty. Appreciate it. Okay. We got to get to another news update. How many people lie about their age?
Oh, gosh. Lots.
It's higher than I would have thought. Yeah. And Nimrod's in the news coming up.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Peer opportunity. It's what Michigan is all about. The opportunity to do more. The opportunity to connect with the best talent. The opportunity for people of all backgrounds to grow and expand their business. The opportunity to live and work in a state where paychecks go further. The opportunity is now, and it's right here in Michigan. Visit MichiganBusiness.org to discover all the ways the Michigan Economic Development Corporation can help your business thrive.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need hair volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding thin and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Yo, man. Football underway, the preseason part. College football is also here, so don't miss any of the action this season on Prize Picks. Something kind of cool they're doing right now. It's called Flyer Focus. The Flyer highlights a new max discount offer for Dak Prescott and feature football games happening all this week, and there were a lot of games this week. Steelers-Panthers, Patriots-Giants, that's going on Thursday. Vikings-Titans, Falcons-Cowboys on Friday, Bears and Chiefs too. So a lot of chances for you to win, and Prize Picks is the easiest way to cash in. If you get your picks right, you could cash in and win up to 2,000 times your money. You just select stat projections from 2 to 6 players, pick more or less, you're ready to go. Prize Picks also invented something they call the Flex Play. Now this means you can still cash out if your lineup is not perfect. You can double your money, even if one of your picks doesn't hit. It's also the best way to win real money this football season, and all the withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, a whole lot more for quick and easy deposits into your account. Millions of people use it, so download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. You'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MVCR to get $150 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineups. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Okay. News update, David Van Camp.
Senator John Kennedy, a Republican out of Louisiana, always good for a soundbite or two. And he was on News Nation, asked about how to deal with the current Democrat Party.
With us now, Louisiana Republican Senator John Kennedy. Good to see you, sir. Thank you. Are Republicans having fun these days?
I wouldn't describe it as fun. I enjoy my job, but I'm not sure that fun is the right term. I think we're winning more than we're losing. Some of that is due to Republicans, but a lot of it, as you pointed out, Leland, is due to Democrats. As I've said before, you never interfere with your opponent when he's kicking his own ass.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Think of all the things they defend. It's crazy. They're defending crime in D.C.
Yes.
is just the latest.
Defending crime in D.C., dongs and girls sports.
Yep.
Mutilating children in the name of gender ideology.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Open borders.
deporting illegal criminal aliens.
Yes.
Well, being pro-crime.
Yes.
Yeah, they're pro-crime.
By the way, the stats are out, too, with D.C. since the old crackdown. Carjackings are down a stunning 83%.
Huh, no kidding.
Yeah. Robberies down 46%, violent crime down 22%.
Good.
That's from the D.C. Police Union. That said, yeah, we welcome the help, but that was not reported a whole lot. Oh, real quick, the percentage of people that have lied about their age.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about either a discount or you're trying to date somebody. 38% of people admit to lying about their age. Check this. Who's more likely to do it, men or women?
I would have said women.
Men are about twice as likely as women to do it.
Well.
Yes. 62% said it'd be a deal breaker if someone lied to them about their age.
Well.
But if you were like my grandpa, who is a man's man, I don't think he told my grandma till they were married.
How old he was?
Yeah, he's 5 years younger than what he said. Because he met her, he was smitten. I saw the pictures of my grandma when she was in her early 20s. Wow, she's just a showstopper. I understand. He was like, if I tell her the truth, I don't know if she'll take me. So I'm 23.
Well, you gotta. That's a great cause, though. That's a great cause. You know? I mean,
yeah, it's.
If you're gonna lie, then yeah, there you go.
At least in the family, it's a very endearing story. It's actually pretty cool. All right, we got to get to Nimrods. Here we go.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Dean.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. We go to Louisiana for Nimrods today. Matthew Vincent, he's 37, of Vinton. He's facing multiple charges after allegedly hijacking a construction crane.
What?
Yes. But why? We don't know. But he triggered several crashes on I-10 over the weekend. Gets in the crane? Yes. And there was a lengthy interstate closure. He is facing a multitude of charges. It should be. And that's Nimrods in the News.